Hello everyone, welcome to Dorothy Chia Piano, where I talk about all things piano teaching and piano learning. So today we're going to talk about toilet matters. Right, why do I bring up toilet matters? As I was scrolling through some of my past videos, one of the comments that I saw in my previous videos was this lady, a piano teacher in another part of the world, and she said that what would I do with students who decide that in the middle of the lesson they need to go and take a dump in the toilet. Right, I think nobody likes a stinky toilet. And if you teach at home, like I do, your private studio is part of your house, I think all the more you are a little bit more concerned that you want a clean toilet in your house, and students who come for lesson and use their lesson time to take a toilet break in the middle, not only does it eat into the lesson time, they also actually dirty your toilet and your home environment. So what's my response to that? If it wasn't for the pandemic, I think I would just close one eye, just clean up the toilet after the student has used it. But there is a pandemic going on around the world. And in my research, I would like to read you a paragraph about the coronavirus and sewage. Studies have shown that sewage can show the presence of the COVID-19 virus about a week before PCR testing can. People who have been infected shed the virus in sewage pipes several days before they show symptoms, prompting a COVID-19 test. Furthermore, we all know that in China, where the lockdown is very severe, it's been shown that even though the front door is sealed, when a household has people infected by the coronavirus, it's been found that people living in the same block can also contract the COVID-19. And how is it possible if the infected people were quarantined within their house and they did not leave their house during that time? It turns out that the virus spread through the sewage system in a block of apartment. So that's an area of concern. So my take on this is that if you are experiencing the pandemic in your country, whichever part of the world you are, you might want to close the use of your toilet during this time. Okay, for me, I have a pool downstairs. So in my condo, there's a pool downstairs and there's a public toilet there. So students who need to use the toilet urgently, I would bring them downstairs to use the pool toilet, and that's a public toilet. Also, if your unit has more than one toilet, then my suggestion is keep one for your home family use and open up one that is for public use, so that the ones that the students are using, members of your family is not using that toilet. So after the end of the day of teaching, you can wash and disinfect that public use toilet. If the student continually does, it becomes a habit that every time they come for lesson, they are using the lesson time to take a toilet break, then I would speak to the parent, and perhaps that student needs to use the toilet before they leave the house to come to your place for lesson. Okay, so I do understand that the human body has some biological clock, and when it's time to go, it's time to go. So you could train the body that to use the toilet before coming for lesson, and use the toilet only during an emergency. Speaking of which, I would also want to watch out that if a student is very young, below the age of 12, sometimes they are not able to control their bladder. So rather than have them poop and pee in their pants, yeah, it might be more humane to just let them use the toilet if it's on an urgent basis. Tell me how you handle it, which part of the world are you watching my video from, and how's the pandemic situation going on in your part of the world. So stay safe everyone, and till the next time, bye bye.